Chris finally figures out that Nicole's constant questioning and insecurities could be a problem moving down the road in their marriage.
Well, I think he knew that before, but he's actually saying it out loud. However, that awareness or that acknowledgement didn't change his behavior.
Welcome to Cliff Alerts. Today we're going to be talking about Lifetime Network's reality-based TV series, Married at First Sight, season number 16, episode number 20.
But before we get into it, please like, share, and subscribe. Please send us your comments regarding this couple. And please click that notification button so you know when we upload new content. So here we go.
Yeah, this couple was pretty much what everybody expected,
Yes,
from the
yes.
very beginning.
From the beginning, they were locked in tight. They were the first to have relations. They were the first to say "I love you" to each other. They were tight. However, another thing that was really constant in this marriage was Nicole's insecurities and Chris' tendency to be codependent.
Yeah, and heading into decision day, which was what this episode was about, they were asked to spend decision day the night before decision day alone, correct?
Yes, so they're both in bed, and Nicole, of course, starts her usual thing about her hypotheticals and all this other stuff that has not happened yet, but the drama certainly has occurred in her mind, so she is articulating it.
She is a constant resident in Worriesville, not Nashville.
And I don't know about you, but worrying about stuff doesn't get you anywhere. So she's articulating that she wants him to choose what his heart is telling her, yada, yada, yada.
What makes her think that he wouldn't do that anyway?
I have no idea. He even
And
mentions,
enough so to say it.
and he lets her slide with that stuff. He needs to start speaking up and say, Nicole, you're really off-putting when you start questioning how I feel about you. That
So,
doesn't help our marriage.
so in other words, he needs to say, chill.
He needs to say something. It's like
It hasn't happened yet.
well, a relationship can't just happen in his head. He can't just have conversations in his head. He's gonna have to find some way to communicate with her to let her know that what she's doing is damaging to any future together. No one person can endure a constant barrage of negativity, and to watch someone try to almost destroy themselves from the inside out is not good to watch. Who
No,
wants that?
Pastor Cal referenced it. They termed it self-sabotage.
Pastor Cal and the doctor said that, they were peaches and cream. They were flowing. However, the pastor said that hey, they didn't have a upset, and last week we talked about our first real hardcore argument. The sound of silence was a backup, and how we traveled in silence for 2-3 hours. But they haven't had any like uprisings,
And
so he needs to speak up. He needs to check her and check her in a way that she thinks about what she's gonna say before it comes out of her mouth.
uh, yeah, I don't think that he is the way that he's proceeding about it, leading up to decision day, is the way that he needs to, in reality, to be able to get through to her,
Right.
because there's a whole lot to get through with Nicole.
So if I said, "Oh, honey, the sky is falling. What's gonna happen? Uh, the grass is not really green. It's brown. What's gonna happen?" What would you say to me?
Put it down. Put it down. Just put it down.
Not what exactly.
You need to get out of your own head and get into our reality, not yours, because it's not just your reality, it's not just my reality, it's both of our realities. And what is being impacted on our reality is your reality and your tendency to question and to put on center stage your insecurities that you are obviously not being successful in dealing with on your own, not really allowing us to deal with constructively and productively.
And my way of doing that, nobody got time for that.
That was the quick version.
That, that was the cliff note.
Cliff
Nobody,
Alerts version.
yeah, nobody got time for your foolishness.
Foolishness.
And let me emphasize foolishness.
Foolishness.
So they got together. Nicole shows up in this beautiful pink dress. She looked lovely in it. And Chris showed up in a suit. We know what's
They
coming.
looked good together, didn't they?
Good.
I got to give them credit. Fashion faux pas, there were none from my end on either account. They look good together. You could tell they are, in love and married. They got some issues to work out, but I tell you what, they are well matched. I think they were from the very beginning. Who knew? They got it right. The experts this go around.
Right. They looked very good together.
Connected, married, happy, understanding the moment and what their decisions would be, ready to move forward, even though Nicole's not really comfortable with some of the things that have gone unanswered in the way of questions.
Well, they have some loose ends as it relates to where they're gonna live, but once the focus is on that, they can tie that up. I'm sure she's gonna have a meltdown if they have separate living accommodations initially, but it is what it is.
Yeah, so long story short, they both said yes to one another. Like I said, they got it right from the beginning. They went through the process, learned a lot about each other, and stayed together because their love is stronger than obviously the issues or the challenges that they have to deal with in the way of, you know, her issues and his issues
Right, and I
individually.
just hope that they seek some sort of professional help for both of them because they are certainly gonna need it. And that's all we have. We thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Um, they look happy, so I guess that's the thing that counts. That's the biggest thing.
Congrats to those two, Chris and Nicole.
Yes. We'll see you in the next bit. Bye bye.
Bye.